Hello, welcome to Astronautics for Exploit. This is Dr. Ayoshola Ogundile. Deep space two-way communications and 24/7 strategy for spacecraft tracking, telemetry, commanding, and radar mapping of asteroids and comets. In the 21st century, humanity is pushing its audacious nature to explore and venture further into this space, and as a result, government space agencies and private space companies are investing into the development of space two-way communication and 24/7 strategy for spacecraft tracking, telemetry, commanding, and radar mapping of asteroids and comets, and maintenance of reliable communication with distant spacecraft. These space communication and tracking strategies are centered on expanding network capacity and transitioning towards high-bandwidth optical technologies in order to support a growing number of missions, including asteroid defense and planetary exploration. NASA's Deep Space Network utilizes a 24/7 global three-complex system located in Goldstone, Madrid, and Canberra in order to provide continuous two-way S-band, and K-band radio communication for deep space tracking, telemetry, and commanding. To handle increasing data volumes and asteroid mapping, systems are advancing with laser-based deep space optical communication and high-power radar for planetary defense. The focus points are as follows: 24/7 strategy, the global relay, two-way communication, TT&C and optical links, radar mapping of asteroids and comets, and signal handoffs, and multiple antenna per site. 24/7 strategy, the global relay. In order to maintain constant contact as Earth rotates, space agencies utilize a follow-the-sun network of ground stations, spaced approximately 120 degrees apart. This ensures that as one station rotates away from a spacecraft, the next is already in position to take over the signal. Because a single antenna can only see a portion of the sky at any given time, placing three sites approximately 120 degrees apart ensures that at least one station always has a direct line of sight. Artist's concept of interplanetary internet is shown in this picture. 24/7 global coverage. As Earth rotates, spacecraft eventually sink below the local horizon of one station. The 120-degree spacing allows the second station to pick up the signal before the first one loses it. Complete sky view. This configuration converts the entire 360 degrees of the sky in the plane of solar system. NASA Deep Space Network is shown in this picture. The strategic site locations are Goldstone Deep Space Communication Complex in California, USA, Madrid Deep Space Communication Complex in Canberra, Spain, and Canberra Space Communication Complex in Tidbinbilla, Australia. Artist's concept illustrating the depiction of the spacecraft of NASA Psyche mission is shown in this picture. Two-way communication, TT&C and optical links. Two-way communication allows for uplink, sending commands to the spacecraft, and downlink, receiving science and Earth data on Earth. The traditional standard using X, S, and X and Ka frequency bands, however, is reliable across various weather conditions but is limited in data transfer speed. Telemetry tracking and commanding. This remains the standard protocol for two-way communication. Uplink send commands to the spacecraft while downlinks return engineering telemetry, status, and scientific data. This space optical communication is illustrated in this picture. This space optical communication. NASA continues to refine laser-based communication, which uses near-infrared beams instead of traditional radio waves. To manage high traffic, lunar and Mars landings, agencies such as NASA and ESA share ground station assets and utilize relay satellites, such as the upcoming Lunar Gateway. Artistic rendering of the AGTN protocol is shown in this picture. Radar mapping of asteroids and comets. Near-Earth object survey. A critical pillar of the strategy is the planned launch of the new Surveyor Space Telescope, which is designed to discover 90% of asteroids larger than 140 meters that pose a hazard to the Earth. Ground-based radar. The Goldstone solar system radar uses 70 meters DSS antenna to perform high resolution. Illustration of the first data exchange made between Illuminati and NASA's Laser Communication Relay demonstration is shown in this picture. Active monitoring. As of January 2026, astronomers are tracking 2,349 potentially hazardous asteroids, and specific targets are EZ2 and 2026 AR1. The International Asteroids Warning is conducting a comet monitoring campaign. This space network is shown in this picture. Ground-based radar mapping facilities. Ground-based radar is uniquely capable of determining the shape, size, and spin of objects from Earth with resolution of 7.5 meters. Goldstone, located in California, uses 70-meter antenna as the primary active radar for imaging near-Earth objects. Artist's concept of sight at its mission target is shown in this picture. Next-generation radar. Efforts are underway to develop a next-generation radar system at the Green Bank Telescope to fill the void left by the Arecibo Observatory. Canberra Deep Space Station, while primarily used for communication with distant probes, such as Voyager 2, it provides critical southern hemisphere tracking and tracking support for deep space missions. SS tracking station that supports SS Rosetta is shown in this picture. Space-based radar mapping facilities. Hera, launched by ESA in 2024, is scheduled to arrive at the binary asteroid system Didymos and Dimorphos in November 2026. Deep space optical communication is shown in this picture. Space-based radar mapping Psyche. After its launch in 2023, Psyche spacecraft is in its cruise phase and is expected to read the meteor-rich asteroid Psyche by 2029. New Surveyor. This infrared space telescope designed to discover 90% of all hazardous asteroids larger than 140 meters. NASA Deep Space Network is shown in this picture. Signal handoffs and multiple antennas per site. As Earth turns, a spacecraft will eventually sink below the horizon at one location. Before this happens, another site picks up the signal in the process, which is referred to as handoff. This global relay race allows mission controllers to maintain a continuous data stream without gaps. Illustration of SS historic first Europe Deep Space optical communication link is shown in this picture. Multiple antenna per site. While the 120-degree rule covers the globe, each individual complex contains multiple antennas to handle high traffic and different signal types. 70-meter DSS, the largest and most sensitive antenna used for extremely distant missions, such as Voyager 1. 34-meter DSS, versatile beam waveguide antenna that can be arrayed together to equal the power of a larger dish. Follow-the-sun operations. Each complex manages the entire network during its own local day shift. NASA Psyche mission to an asteroid, which made use of NASA's Deep Space Network, is shown in this picture. For more information, contact Astronautics for Exploit. You've been listening to Deep Space two-way communication and 24/7 strategy for spacecraft tracking, telemetry, commanding and radar mapping of asteroids and comets by Dr. Ayesola Ogundele with the focus point 24/7 strategy, the global relay, two-way communication, radar mapping, and signal handoff. Thank you.